Hello and welcome to another update video about Quant. Last video of Quant on the 17th of February, on which we talked about the ongoing correction on the Quant chart, QNT. And my view back then was that we're going to see the $100 once more. And there you go, $100 were reached here on the 22nd of Feb, and here on the 24th, we even dropped down to $92. What I need to tell you, I changed the fibs, okay? Previously, I had the Fibonacci levels to determine the price target range here in yellow. I had the fibs starting here, yeah? Based on that, my target area was here, yeah, between $100 and $137. Now I have changed this lower, the beginning of this, of the fibs to 0, because that means that, or looking at the chart, the price adheres to these Fibonacci levels much more accurate, and also given the bigger picture of what the price is doing, it makes much more sense, because what you can see here, that the price came down to the 78.6% fib level at $92, very much in line with what other cryptos are doing as well, right? So touching here this 78.6% fib level, and now coming down to it again, and it leaves enough space, yeah, all the way down to $48, $49 for another dip that I think is still coming, yeah, even though we haven't seen a lower low here a few days ago, but we don't have any kind of confirmed uptrend yet. The only positive sign we have here is a little bit of a higher low, but really minor, and a long wick to the downside. That is all we have. Since then, nothing really has happened. We are still below the 50-day moving average, below the 200-day moving average. We are still below this descending trend line, and there is just no sign of recovery. But this is the target area that I go with now. 48 for 49 and 92 US dollars is, I think, where the price has a good chance to turn around anywhere in this yellow target area, which means that the target range has been reached yet. Has already been reached, yeah, but only on the upside. But what you need to understand is that this is based on mathematics, based on fib levels, and based on probabilities, the level where with the highest probability the price would turn around. Would it matter if it makes a lower low compared to the beginning of that wave? Not really, not really. Oftentimes stocks and shares as well, yeah, if you look at stocks and shares that have done basically an IPO, they oftentimes go lower than the launch price. That is important to understand, okay? Yeah, but nevertheless, I think we have here a good fib range that the price adheres to. As you can see here, even after we touched the price range the first time, here end of January, it did come up all the way to the next fib level at the $164, the 0.618 fib level. So it really adheres very well to the fibs. That makes me quite confident as well, because that also gives me a bit of peace of mind, because in case of another dip, Quant really has some more scope to the downside, and actually shows me that even though Quant hasn't really done any crazy moves to the upside in this whole downtrend, but it just means that Quant doesn't really perform worse than other cryptos. It was looking like when I had the fibs up here that it was actually falling in really scary levels, but actually if I've got it like that, it only does what other cryptos are doing as well. So that's fine. Based on these latest fib levels, the next wave up could take Quant to $700 at least, but possibly also here 860 between the 1.618 fib level and the 200% fib level. And at any point here, the price could now turn around, yeah? So do we see anything in the indicator? So first of all, the volume doesn't really seem crazy. We see pretty much similar volume throughout this whole correction. We haven't seen anything crazy last time. Here we had possibly a few institutional investors here in September 21. That was when you had the crazy pump here to the upside. Since then, nothing too crazy. The good sign is that we now have here on the daily chart potentially a bullish crossover coming that could become a buy signal when it plays out. Last time we had that, exactly when we had this buy signal here, the price mooned, well, it didn't moon, but it moved up from $90 to $160. I think that is quite significant, yeah. So we're still a little bit, a few days away from such a signal, but that could, if it plays out, watch that, take a look at that, keep an eye on that. That could help Quant to break out of this descending, break above this descending trend line, yeah. And then if it makes it above the 0.618 fib level at about $165, only if it makes its way above that level. Then I think we have the downtrend finished, or at least with a higher probability, we could assume that it has then finished its downtrend. At the moment though, it's too early to say that. Yeah, and that is the clear message. We are not in a confirmed uptrend, but the message is also that we have hit the target area, and this is the target area where not only cryptos but also stocks and shares with the highest probability in a 1-2 pattern, in a wave 2 in which we currently are turning around. So that is good to see, but bear in mind, I do still expect primarily another drop to $49. That doesn't have to happen tomorrow. We could also see a little bit of a recovery before it happens, but this would be my primary view. But of course, I don't have a crystal ball, and if the price breaks above this descending trend line, that if that happened today, it would need to break above $130. Then I think it's going to reach here the next fib level at 164, as it did before on the 7th of February. And if it makes a higher high here, then we have a good chance that the low could already be in. On the weekly chart, we can also, and that is helpful, we can also see that the selling momentum is reducing. Again, it's still a little bit too early, but good signs. Good sign that the MACD is turning to the upside here. On the 4-day chart, looking quite powerful. Still a little bit too early, but if you have a few more days or a couple of weeks here and you get a bullish crossover, we've never had a bullish crossover, by the way, on the 4-day chart. If that happens, I think this could give the price a boost, so there's a possible buy signal coming. The 2-day chart, nothing too significant yet here. And the 1-day chart could also print here in the next few days, possibly a bullish crossover. So very interesting. We have a few buy signals that could be coming in the next few days. So watch out, and $130 is the resistance level of that descending trend line. You can expect if that breaks that there could be a little bit of a boost all the way up to $164. That's my view on Quant. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.